Welcome, gentle soul. If you found your way here, it means your heart knows something it hasn't yet said out loud. You don't need to be strong here. You only need to be honest. This is Human Heart Secrets, a space where love speaks softly and healing happens without pressure. Today's allegory is about the love that allows you to rest. There was a heart that believed love was proven by endurance, by staying, by holding on, by surviving storms without ever sitting down. So it kept going, even when its steps became heavy, even when its breath shortened, even when joy felt like a distant, faded memory from a lifetime ago. This heart wore its resilience like armor, convinced that the scars were proof of its devotion. It ran through rain, climbed mountains in the dark, and carried burdens that weren't its own, all in the name of love. It thought, if I stop, love will think I've given up. If I falter, love will leave. The world seemed to agree, celebrating stories of sacrifice and relentless effort. So the heart pushed onward, its own rhythm growing faint beneath the noise of its striving. It equated exhaustion with worthiness, believing that the more it gave, the more it deserved to be loved. But the truth is, it was slowly losing itself, piece by piece, in the pursuit of a love that demanded constant motion. The vibrant colors of its inner world were fading to shades of gray. Laughter became a foreign sound. The simple pleasure of a quiet moment felt like a luxury it couldn't afford. It was a heart running on fumes, chasing a horizon that never got any closer. Then one day, love arrived quietly. It didn't announce itself with a grand entrance or a burst of fireworks. It didn't come as a knight in shining armor to slay dragons. It wasn't a whirlwind of passion, or a flood of grand promises, or a dramatic rescue from the storm. Love arrived as permission. It showed up on an ordinary Tuesday, when the heart was at its most depleted, sitting by a window watching the rain without really seeing it. Love didn't ask what was wrong. It didn't offer solutions or strategies. It simply placed a soft, warm blanket over its tired shoulders, a silent acknowledgement of the weight it had been carrying. It slowed the world down without asking any questions. The frantic rush of shoulds and musts began to fade, replaced by a gentle, humming stillness. This new love said nothing about timelines or healing milestones or how quickly the heart needed to get back on its feet. There was no pressure to perform, to explain, to justify its exhaustion. It simply whispered in a voice as soft as the evening light, "You are allowed to rest here." And in that profound, unexpected stillness, the heart learned something new. It was a revelation that untangled years of conditioning. Love is not what drains you to prove itself. It's not a test of how much you can endure. Love is what stays gentle enough for you to recover who you were before the world told you that you had to be strong all the time. True love doesn't ask you to run until you collapse. It builds a safe harbor where you can anchor your ship, mend your sails, and remember the stars. It's the quiet presence that says, "I see you. I see your weariness. And I love you not in spite of it, but with it." It's the hand that holds yours not to pull you forward, but just to hold it. It's the silence that is comfortable, not awkward. It's the space where you can finally exhale. In that quiet moment, the heart understood that all its striving had been for a love that was conditional. But this love, the love that offered rest, was unconditional. It didn't need proof. It didn't need performance. It only needed presence. And as the heart finally allowed itself to be still, it began to heal. Not because it was trying to, but because it was finally safe enough to. The colors started to seep back into its world. The sound of its own gentle rhythm grew stronger. It learned that love isn't a destination you run towards, but a home you can return to time and time again to simply be. This love was a garden, not a battlefield. It was a lullaby, not a war cry. And in its gentle embrace, the heart found not just rest, but itself. And so, a soft reminder for you today. If you feel unproductive, if you feel emotional, if you feel slow and heavy, this channel exists to remind you that rest is not failure. Rest is a sacred act of self-preservation. It is a vital part of the cycle of life. Just like the earth lies fallow in winter to prepare for the spring bloom, softness is not weakness. It is a profound and courageous strength. It is the ability to be gentle with yourself in a world that is often harsh. It is the wisdom to know when to pause, when to retreat, and when to simply allow yourself to be held. Your worth is not measured by your productivity. Your value is inherent, unchanging, and absolute. You are worthy of love and care simply because you exist. You don't have to earn your right to rest. It is your birthright. When you feel the need to push through, I invite you to pause and ask yourself, what if love arrived right now as permission to rest? What would that feel like? To let go of the tension in your shoulders, to unclench your jaw, to take a deep, slow breath that fills your entire being. This space, Human Heart's Secrets, is that permission slip. It's a quiet room in the loud house of the internet where you can take off your armor, put down your burdens, and just be. You don't have to pretend here. You don't have to have it all figured out. Your messy, beautiful, tired, hopeful self is welcome here. All of you is welcome here. Welcome again to Human Heart Secrets. Stay, breathe, let love meet you gently. Thank you for sharing this quiet moment with me. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing to join our gentle community. See you next time.